The following program is rated BB-MA-LSA. It contains strong language, sexual situations, awesomeness, and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences. Listener indiscretions are advised.
Welcome to our Bliss Bringers podcast. The materials we cover encourage adults of all ages, nationalities, and sexualities to open up and embrace their wildest desires and blissful pleasures. You won't find medical advice here, just our personal experiences following the journey of sexual evolution and education in sizzling fun topics that were definitely not taught to us in school, but have wickedly blossomed into reality. We discuss adventures in ethical non-monogamy, kinks and fetishes, exotic places to visit, sexy events, workshops, and tips. Allow us to seduce you into embarking on new adventures where each day you ask yourself, what's your pleasure?
Hey, welcome back. We had another Halloween, and that means that the Blissbringer gang did another Fetish and Fantasy in Vegas in the Hard Rock Hotel. In this episode, not only do we do a betcast that debriefs with the entire gang, but also we have our brand new correspondent Victoria, who interviews random victims.
So this is a brand new episode of Victoria's Secret live in Las Vegas. Your special reporter all the way from London, England, Solin. Are you looking forward to tonight?
I'm really excited. I don't know what to expect, but I know it's going to be a fabulous time, and looking forward to seeing everybody's costumes and all the frivolity, and maybe getting a little spanking while I'm at it.
So this is your first time here, isn't it?
It is my first time for Fetish and Fantasy. Yep, definitely.
So no expectations, but any particular wishes?
There's a lovely lady who I'd perhaps like to spank me. That's in my mind. Some dancing and some drinking and lots of kisses. Oh, good.
This has never been done before. A special episode of Victoria's Secret, live from the Fetish and Fantasy Halloween Ball this Friday, October the 31st, 2014. I'm standing in the Red Room of Pleasure. The place is now quite busy and full as the doors have opened to the general public. And the stage, with all our performers from Dragon's Gate, is very busy indeed. I'm now going to go around and talk to a few people, find out what exactly their expectations are for tonight.
Who are you and what are you doing here?
Rebel fighter, and I'm getting shit-faced drunk.
Okay, and what are you doing here in line?
I'm going to get whipped.
Okay, just whipped or spanked or whatever?
Whatever happens, happens. It's Vegas.
You have any experience with this?
I've done it like 5 years in a row here, but I don't do it at home now.
You're a veteran.
Well, if I hear you have it, not at home now.
Okay, so you got to practice that at home as well, you know that, right?
I'll give her a go.
Alrighty, what about Mrs. TIE Fighter?
In terms of what?
What are you looking forward to?
Whatever they're into doing.
Oh, okay.
Minded.
I like it. All right, good luck. We'll see you later.
Well, hello. How are you tonight?
I am excellent. And you?
I'm very well, thank you. What are you dressed up as tonight?
I'm Alice in Wonderland.
Now, I have to say, you make for one spectacular Alice, if I may say so. So, is this your first time at the Fetish and Fantasy Halloween Ball?
No, we also went to the South Point one time, but it's much better here at the Hard Rock.
And why is it so much better?
Because I work here.
I won't ask you for your name then, Alice.
No, you will not.
So what are you looking forward to up on that stage, Alice?
A little pain and excitement.
Any particular preferences as to how that pain might be inflicted?
Hard.
No particular choice of instrument?
A paddle or a good strong whip.
Okay, I'm sure you'll find plenty of those up there.
I hope so.
Enjoy, Alice.
Thank you.
And what's your name?
My name's Rosie.
That's my wife.
Hello, Rosie. Lovely to meet you. Rosie, Alice's wife, apparently.
Yes, I am.
So, and what are you dressed up as tonight?
I am the Queen of Hearts, to compliment him.
I see the theme going on here. So, Rosie, what are you looking forward to up there?
I like to be on the cross.
You like the cross?
I would love the cross. So I love being spanked. I like being paddled. I like being belted. I like the whip. What else do I like?
Sounds like a few things. I'm sure you're going to find your happiness up there.
Hope so. It'll be fun. It'll be really a lot of fun.
Enjoy, Rosie.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm great.
Can I say you look absolutely stunning?
You do too.
Why, thank you. That's too kind. So what are you dressed up as?
I'm just a naughty nurse.
Naughty nurse coming up to the stage to get spanked?
Spanked hard, hopefully.
I see. Is this your first time in the Fetish and Fantasy Ball?
First time.
Okay, and how did you come across this particular event?
My friends come every year, so this year I decided to come.
Fantastic. So do you have any expectations of what you might get up there?
On stage, I expect a little arousal, a little excitement, little out of the, something out of the box for myself that I don't do every day.
I like your attitude. It's all about exploring, right?
Exactly.
Lovely naughty nurse. Enjoy your time up there.
Thank you.
Well, hi, you've just come down from the stage of pleasure. How was it for you?
It was different, very different, I think. It was what I expected at all.
What were you expecting?
I didn't think it'd be that enjoyable, actually. I thought I was a bit dubious of the whole situation, but it is actually very nice. I like it, actually.
So what did you like about it? Was it the pain or just the various sensations?
It felt like a very deep massage, actually. Yeah, I actually feel a bit better. I've got a very bad injury and I feel like she's cured it a little bit. I liked it. It was good.
Do you think you'll do this again?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. We came out here from England to come, not specifically for this party, but mainly we saw this, we thought we'll build our whole holiday around this. And it's been good. It's been good so far. So we'll see how the evening goes, but so far, so good.
Well, have a wonderful evening. I hope you enjoyed it. Well, hello again.
How you doing? You all right?
So how was it for you?
Yeah, no, it was a really good experience. It was a bit of a laugh. I quite enjoyed it.
What did you enjoy about it?
It's just different. It's something that I've never really done before, so it's like a new experiment.
Good. Do you think you might be doing it again?
I'll see how my missus feels about it.
Well, you never know. Have you ever talked about it before?
I have to ask her, see what she says.
Well, good luck with that.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
So awesome. Oh, my God. He was almost better than our Dom babe.
Loved it. Warm, sensitive, and she hit me harder when I asked her.
Erotic, totally. He started hard from the beginning. It was awesome. It was exactly what I wanted.
Got her hard.
Well, it sounds like you both enjoyed it, Rosie and Alice.
Loved it. Thank you very much. That was awesome. Awesome. We'll have to do this again. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Hi, this is Emily from Cassidy, and you can find me and hundreds of other sexually social swingers at cassidy.blissbringers.com. And that's spelled K-A-S-I-D-I-E.
All right, we are doing another bedcast. I'm John.
I'm Mr. Cindy.
And I'm Mr. Bill.
I'm Bob.
Just Bob.
Just Bob.
And our newest team member.
Yay!
All the way from across the pond.
Yeah.
We have... Introduce yourself, dummy.
I'm Victoria's Secret.
Can we just call her Vicky for short?
I don't know.
Doesn't seem any better. It's not formal enough, is it?
All right.
So we just got finished with the Fetish and Fantasy weekend here in Las Vegas after a grueling party where none of us got to bed before 5:30 the next morning. We're now going to discuss a little bit about what happened at the party.
Did something happen?
What happened?
Well, we were all there with the Dragon's Gate people, and Dragon's Gate is a BDSM club down in Los Angeles that brings a whole bunch of big equipment, crosses and spider webs that you can lean people up to, and we have a great big stage. This year it was 40 by 28 feet, and we brought everybody up on stage, and we would put them on one of the pieces of equipment, and we'd do a little flogging with them. And of course, all the vanilla people, we would flog lightly, and all the people who've been there before, we'd be a little bit more heavier with them. But we gave everybody, but not too heavy. But we gave everybody the experience of being, having this BDSM experience in this costume party of about 7,900 people that were at Fetish and Fantasy Ball.
And of those 7,900, we spanked 400 of them.
That's not bad.
That's a
good percentage, right?
Yeah, considering that we only had 6 hours to do it.
And how many Doms were up on stage?
without counting, I'm going to guess and say we had about 15 or 16 people that could go up on stage for the 10 pieces of equipment. The problem is that they were about half guys and half girls, and there were times in line when there'd be 7 or 8 people that all wanted girls to spank them.
Yeah, because we're sexy.
And then there was other times when there were 7 or 8 people that were in line that wanted just guys. We couldn't get as many people up there all at once because we couldn't get the equipment to be full all the time.
Yep.
What was your most memorable thing about Fetish and Fantasy Night, Sin?
I like flogging with Victoria.
Hey!
That was sexy.
That was fun.
I like doubling up.
We did our first flogging. We were all so proud.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Victoria and I had a little submissive up on the St. Andrew's cross.
That's right.
And she did one thing, and I did the other thing, and it was fun. We made that person into our chew toy. So that was a good one. I'm trying to think. Fetish and Fantasy flies by because it's just constant flow of people. There was a line that was probably an hour wait.
Yeah, in fact, this year, usually by 4 o'clock in the morning when we're ready to quit and they turn on the lights and everything's done, there's like maybe 1 or 2 people in line. This year, I think there's like still 15 or 20 people in line and still wanting to come up.
Yeah, but we couldn't because of the contract.
Yep.
Oh, well, you snooze, you lose. The hardest thing is when people want to be flogged at 4 a.m., they usually drink a lot. And I don't necessarily like playing with them at that point because they don't feel the impact and they can't honestly give me feedback. And then I get the wise-ass men that say, "Is that all you got?" And then I want to hit them harder, but I just want to hit them.
Yeah, there's that thing you want to prove them wrong, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, now we know everything about you. Victoria, what was your favorite or most memorable thing about Friday night?
Well, to be honest, for me specifically, obviously, it was just getting up on stage and, getting a chance to do this because I've never done it before. And I had a great time.
You
I
did.
really enjoyed it.
You discovered a new part of yourself, I think.
Definitely.
Oh my God, and you looked hot in your outfit.
Thank you.
You are a natural mistress.
Before we took Victoria up on stage, we practiced with her so that she knew how to use a flogger and she knew how to use the lollipops so that she knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
We had her work with one of the submissives that came with all the rest of the group a little bit beforehand so that she was more comfortable.
We had the stun bottom.
Yes, we had the stun bottom. Stunt
Great bottom.
That's right.
She has a great bottom.
And then she did several with us before she did it on her own, and then she went up and just went on her own.
Yeah.
Oh,
We popped her cherry.
Yay!
An English cherry.
English cherry, yay! Purebred.
John, what was your most memorable?
Oh, there was a constant flow of asses. There were some pretty cool ones.
Wait a minute. Just Dave got all those cute asses.
He did have
Just
really
Dave
cute
had some
bums.
dynamite-looking butts out there, I'm telling you.
Yeah. I had some reasonably well as well.
Yeah, you had some cuties. I gotta say, but Just Dave was hand-selecting.
Yeah, he said it's luck of the draw, but I accept
Yeah.
there was a statistical anomaly there.
Yeah.
I think he may have skewed that.
I call
slightly.
bullshit.
He had all the ballerinas with the tight asses.
Yeah.
I didn't see him come my direction this time.
Yeah, we had some cuties. I took a video of the
you did.
mistress flogging. That was pretty cool.
And you have a video of Victoria.
Yeah.
Yep. The training session.
Yeah? And your stunt bottom with the cute ass.
Yeah. What about you, Bob?
I think the most memorable thing is just the line of people because we weren't up on stage. So we came in a little bit later and we were there probably about 10:30, I think we got over there. And you just walk into the room and there's this line going all the way around.
That's amazing.
It's just it's just constant. We'd go out and watch some of the shows and look at people's costumes, and then we'd come back in and the line was just as long. And there were several people that we saw that would get out of the little enclosed area there and they'd run around and they'd get right back in line to go right up.
There were a few people who came around like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
There was that one guy in the surgical outfit. He was a medical patient or something.
Yeah.
His costume, and I saw him go through the
The
line.
one with the stand with the bottle?
He had the stand.
Did you do them?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah. He came back. In fact, there's an interview.
He asked for me 2 or 3 times.
There was, I think, Victoria, I think you even did an interview with him.
I did.
And then he just was so enthralled that he came back 2 or 3 more times and just specifically asked for you.
Victoria is now our foreign correspondent reporter.
That's right.
Yep. She was doing a great job interviewing people.
Talked to a few people, even met a couple of guys who were from my side of the pond, so that was quite interesting.
Yeah, I was spanking one.
Yeah, and I caught one of them on the way out. And it's really interesting, sort of, especially for me being new to this, kind of talking to, some vanillas, and so asking them what they thought about it and whether they enjoyed it, and the kind of sort of surprise in their voices. Yeah, actually. So do you think you'll do it again? Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome.
I met a Norwegian massage therapist that was watching me work on Aragon.
Yeah.
So Aragon's shoulder was causing him trouble, so I was doing some work on his shoulder while he was taking a break. And one of the guys that was standing there watching everybody he was from Norway, and he'd come over just for this party.
Yay!
And he was a massage therapist, and he's like, "What are you doing? How do you do massage on kinky people?" Flogging injuries.
We have flogging shoulder.
Yesterday was my first time I've ever experienced flogger's arm.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, because
I had carpal on my thumb.
Your thumb was hurting you?
Yeah, I mean more work related, but like.
And I got my first blister. Look.
Yeah. It's from the floggers.
A flogging blister? Okay.
Yeah. I didn't expect to use that heavy flogger that I bought for men. I expected to do it like 1 or 2 sessions with men. But I had so many men that night. It was primarily boys that I was flogging, and they loved the heavy flogger. My arm was killing me yesterday.
It's a proper workout.
Kingster's comp.
Yes, exactly. Well,
we should tell the gecko that he needs to make a plan. Kingster coverage or something.
Yeah, there you go. Or have an official massage therapist like you on hand.
Usually when sports teams travel, they have we need our own masseuse with us, for God's sake.
You get my first aid kit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Bob, you are now our honorary...
You're our honorary full-time sports massager. Yeah. So we can come off stage and go, I need a break. Oh, yeah.
It's true. My feet were killing me.
Come on, get in there, Tiger. Come on. Go kill him.
You can do it.
Put me back in the game, coach. Put me back in the game.
Shake it up.
Let me give you a cortisone shot. Get in there. Don't you wuss out. You have more boys to swat to just spank the shit out of. Get in there.
There's no drug testing yet, so go for it. Get the steroids up.
I think
that's right. We can use steroids here on this stage. There's nothing. That's good.
Oh yeah.
Bill, what was your best part of the weekend?
The thing that's most memorable that sticks out in my mind is that I was actually taking a break and sitting on the edge of the stage talking with a couple people. And there was this couple that was standing at the railing just outside the area, and they were just looking on in just amazement. The girl looked at me, and I kind of waved at her, "How you doing?" "Fine." And so I started talking to her, and she was just so amazed about all of this, and we kept talking about what was going on. And she said, I was trying to talk her into coming up on stage, and so she said she would, but she didn't want to wait in line. So I took her around to the back gate, brought her up. I cheated.
Nice one.
You pulled a
I pulled
Master
Aragon. I pulled an Aragon. It's now a move called the Master Aragon.
We're all learning.
Where you break the rules.
Where you break the rules. I brought him into. Brought her into accent. Woo, that sounds good.
Wow. You took her in the
and
exit?
I took her up on stage. I took her in the exit. And she came up on stage, and she was a little nervous. And so, we started off with the deerskin flogger. That was really nice. And by the time we'd finished, about 10 minutes later, she was all enthralled. She was ready to do it again. She wanted to know where Dragon's Gate was in Los Angeles so that she could come to a party. So we'll see. She was all excited.
We converted at least some people.
Oh, I know we converted a lot of people.
Yeah.
To me, the biggest compliment I can get is when people say, "Oh, I'm going to masturbate about this."
Oh, we did have that one woman. Oh, yeah. She was in the kitty leopard outfit, and she came up a second time, and John saw her. I was flogging her, and John says, "Oh, I know her. I saw her earlier."
Like, "Hey, have you met my wife?" You're like, "What?
You're a husband and wife team?"
She's like, oh, I get you both? She goes, oh my God, my husband.
But she was like totally vanilla.
She was. This is the first time.
You're like,
oh,
you're the second person to touch my ass. Like, what?
Yeah. And then John, her way, she goes, I'm going to masturbate to the two of you. Fantasize about you tonight.
Like, okay, we'll take that as a compliment.
I think that's a compliment. I don't think that's creepy. I think it's a compliment.
No, it is creepy. It's very complimentary.
I was just surprised at how many virgins we had that, oh, this is my first time. This is my first time. This is my first time. Usually we have people that have tried it before, or even, and sometimes, some years we have a lot of repeats that come, but I don't remember any repeats.
We had a couple. The elf boy that you had was a repeat. He comes every year.
He comes every year. He wants to be
There was
spanked
that
by
one
me.
guy that was in the, what was it, red and blue striped suit, and he had that black kind of plastic wig thing on. He's been there multiple years.
Multiple years?
Yeah.
I think the funniest person that came up on stage, as God is my witness, is there was a guy that was dressed like Bullwinkle the Moose.
Oh, that was hilarious.
That had a moose head for a costume. You couldn't see his head except this huge moose head. We had to assist him up the stairs because there was no way he could have seen to walk up the stairs. And we took him over to one of the X-frame crosses. And when he was being flogged, it looked like he'd put his head, his chin through the cross and was being flogged. Yeah, it was the funniest thing all night long.
I do remember seeing that. And I was thinking, why don't they just take the hood off of the guy, part of his costume? But I think it was attached.
It was like a full body.
Yeah, it was like a full body.
It was like a onesie.
A onesie.
It was probably either the governor of Nevada or President Obama. Somebody that we would have recognized.
Yeah, I didn't hear him speak, so maybe I would have recognized his voice.
Wait a minute. President Obama?
Yeah. That was the most hilarious thing. What was the best costume that you saw? Just walking around.
There was a
so many
Maleficent
good
that
ones.
was amazing. This woman was probably 6'3", 6'4", and she had this Maleficent costume with the horns.
Mm-hmm.
She had like 2 feet of horns on top of it, and this whole
makeup,
handmade-
everything.
the makeup, the outfit. I mean, it wasn't a store-bought, sort of. It was a full-on.
Beautiful.
That was impressive.
There were so many amazing costumes there.
Very elaborate.
Yeah.
And Victoria, this was your first Halloween. What did you think of Halloween?
Well, this is like a completely different ballgame compared to, even what we experience in the UK, because obviously you do have Halloween. Yeah, it's just the effort that people go to over here is really amazing. And it's just really fun to watch. Like all the different things people come up with. It's really good. Really enjoyed it.
I'm convinced Halloween is the vanilla's reasoning to dress up sexy,
Yeah,
and to be
it's
slutty
vanilla.
for one night,
Yeah.
a whole year,
It's
and then blame it on alcohol.
It's straight
it was
pride.
the alcohol.
Straight pride, yeah. I
Straight
like that.
pride.
Straight pride. That's a good way.
Yay for Halloween!
and the vanillas dress as slutty as they want to all year.
Yeah. It wasn't just one night that we partied. We had plenty of parties. We partied like rock stars.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mr. Bill, tell us about Thursday night.
Since Halloween this year fell on a Friday, all of our group came up on Thursday, and we stayed at this little boutique hotel across from the Hard Rock Cafe. And on Thursday night, we all got together for a party, and there was probably 30 of us that were there. The people that kind of threw the party, they had one room set up for the swingers, so the swingers could go in and swing as what they wanted to. And then one of the other bedrooms in this whole big suite of rooms had a wooden cross and a spanking bench, and so people could go in and play.
So they had a sex room and a kink room.
They had a sex room and a kink room, and then they had a big room where everybody just...
They had a voyeur bathroom, too.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that was pretty
There was a
cool.
whole water sports scene that went on in there.
Oh, where was that?
It
When?
was in the big bathroom and the...
Oh, I know, but when did they have the
Was
water
that
sports
this?
scene?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was
last year.
Last night.
Yeah, it was last year.
Oh, there was
Or was
one
it last night?
Last night?
They did one last.
Oh, they did it last night?
Oh,
Did Veronique?
Do the water scene?
I'm not
Veronique
sure.
was, she had a purple latex dress on last night?
I didn't actually catch most of it. I just saw it kind of.
And so
From
what
the
were
back.
they
In
doing?
progress.
I think it was the same. It was the same sort of scene they had last year. Somebody was volunteered to be the water sports bottom.
Oh, someone got peed on.
Yeah, someone got peed on.
Yay! It's in the shower. It's okay. It's clean.
Big shower with big windows.
All
You could see
girls,
all
or
the-
was there any guys in there?
I didn't see the whole scene,
Oh.
so there could have been guys in there.
Last year when
I
it
didn't
happened,
see.
it was only girls, and it was hot and sexy
Mhm.
looking.
Yeah, it's interesting that it's a bathroom with a shower and like seating around it, so you can watch. So nice design of a suite.
Nice design.
You don't see that very often. So yeah, I broke the rules again.
What'd you do?
I had sex in the BDSM room.
Yeah.
John, you are just the rule breaker, aren't you?
But I compensated it because the second time I spanked in the sex room.
So you can say you're an equal opportunity rule breaker.
What do you expect? He's swinky.
That's right. Swinky.
Yeah, except there's some hardcore BDSM kink people that don't like seeing other people having sex, and it freaks them out. And there was one person that was walking around freaking out, like, there's people having sex in the BDSM room.
Oh, no!
And I'm like, oh, that's my husband. Did he look hot? No, it's awful. I go, yeah, his cock scares me too.
Well, it didn't scare the girl he was with, that's for sure. Because when he was finished, she couldn't even talk.
Yeah,
she
was... We promised Miss Sydney, and I always fulfill my promise, so...
What, to fuck him silly?
Yes.
Well, you fucked her dumb. It wasn't you fucked her silly. The poor girl couldn't speak.
She
Literally
couldn't.
dumb.
She was literally dumb. She couldn't speak at all.
And she even admitted it with her smile on her face. The poor girl needed oxygen. We needed to take her to one of the rehab places that's sticking the IV in her.
Well, I saw her for lunch the next day, and she says that one of the other girls came up and tried to have an intelligent conversation with her, and all she could hear was mama, 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 mama.
That was how she was talking. Do you want to go to the shower?
You fucking
So
dumb.
listeners, be careful. If you ever have to be around John, you'll be dumb.
Do not
For a little
operate
bit.
heavy machinery.
Yes, yeah.
You kid.
It comes with a warning sign on his ass that says,
I need a warning label.
do not operate heavy machinery after a dose of this.
Take your vitamins, kids.
Two per customer.
So what was your favorite thing that you did this whole weekend? Not just Fetish and Fantasy, but the whole weekend. Bob?
I gave an exhibitionist massage. I was giving massages up in a private room most of the weekend. One couple wanted to have their massage down in the... Were we in the BDS? No, we were in the swinger room.
Yeah, you were
Yeah,
in
we're
the
in the
sex
sex room. I was giving a massage, and actually, that was concurrent with John's adventures.
Yeah, we had a pillow fight.
Yeah, he had a pillow fight.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Over
we
the
should tell the
massage, so
listeners
that
that
was fun.
you are a licensed massage therapist,
Yes.
BDSM kink friendly, and if anyone's in the LA area, they should give you a shout.
Definitely.
No shame,
No shame massage.
No shame massage.
I've
And
got
it
a
can be found online
FetLife
at...
profile. FetLife profile under No Shame Massage.
And so, Victoria, you were the recipient of one of these massages. Would you like
I
to
was.
talk about it?
To keep it short, I loved the world after my massage with Bob.
Yes. Yes, you
Just,
did.
especially because I had mine the morning after the Fetish and Fantasy Ball, where I'd been walking around literally all night in my kinky boots, so my feet and my calves really hurt. Thanks to Bob, didn't feel a thing the next day because he massaged it all out.
I can
It's
attest.
amazing.
I can testify to that because I saw Victoria after her massage and she was a puddle. No
I
doubt.
was.
Aww. I had a massage too.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, it was fantastic. How was the massage?
You had a preparatory massage. It
What's
was
a-
before the Fetish and Fantasy.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
So you're getting warmed up.
Man, my feet needed it yesterday. I should have saved it up.
Mistress, what was your favorite thing for this weekend, whole weekend?
That massage was pretty special. I didn't get squirrely with Victoria. I wanted to get naked and nasty with her. I got a thing about
I'll be
Fetish.
back.
Yeah, I know. We're just not going to let you go.
London, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Yay!
Mr. Bill and I...
Your loss is our gain.
Yeah, that's right. It was fun on Thursday at the party. I had a good time. I love seeing everybody. You know, this sounds so goofy, but I think just being with everybody that are friends and of like-minded and being able to just let my guards down, I love that piece of it. I love my massage. I love getting fucked by my husband. We had some good kinky sex the first night we got here. Yeah, I had to use and abuse him.
Oh,
Well,
no.
they show porn when you check into the hotel. And so what's the first thing I want to do? I want to go check out their porn, and it's anal sex, and I'm like, hello.
Yeah, No, in another hotel, you press it on and you get the info channel.
Yeah,
like,
straight to porn.
No, this is like, you turn it on, butt fucking.
I love Rumors. I love Rumors Hotel.
It is a great place.
I'm never
Great
going to
hotel.
stay. Yeah, I'm never going to stay at any of the others on the Vegas Strip.
Mm.
That is a beautiful hotel.
I like the fact it's smaller as well because it feels less like a chicken coop that you find everywhere else.
Yeah.
It was a really lovely, relaxed atmosphere.
Open the sliding glass door. You're right there at the pool.
Yeah.
Not this bullshit of, oh yeah, well this section is cut off.
Yeah.
Like at
So
Hard
you
Rock.
get to have a
Oh my God!
a cubicle for like $400.
Yeah, don't stay at Hard Rock if you come to Vegas. You got to check out Rumors. It's great. And besides, the people, your neighbors across the way are having sex with their windows wide open. You can hear this. Oh, fuck me harder. I'm like, oh, I love this beautiful boutique hotel.
And it's dog friendly.
Yes.
I think that's worth
Oh,
mentioning.
my God.
You can bring your pet.
You can bring your, if you're into puppy play.
Bring your pet, or you can bring your dog.
Yes, you can bring your pet or you can bring your dog. Good point, Bob.
Exactly.
Victoria, what was your favorite thing of this weekend?
It was hanging out with you guys.
Oh, you're just saying.
Second, going to see Wicked.
We all four of us went to see Wicked.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was good.
I was
And
blubbing.
that was the favorite part of it.
Yeah.
Watching Mr. Bill sing along and dance along.
Mr. Bill did not sing out
Yes.
loud. He did not.
He did not. He was very well behaved.
He was lip singing and he was acting out with his hands. He knew every line.
Yeah. And there were a couple of songs where both of us were blubbing.
We were blubbering. Yes, Wicked is wonderful. It's funny and it's sad and it's beautiful. And if anybody gets a chance to go see Wicked, you gotta see it.
If you want to see a big mean Dom cry, take Mr. Bill to Wicked.
And if you want to take Mr. Bill to Wicked, he'll go. He's only been 17 times, but he wants to go again.
He loves it.
That was really, really.
Thank you,
really
Mr.
good.
Bill, for taking us.
thank you.
That was
You're
good.
welcome. Well, I'm glad it was in town and we could go. It's like,
hey, lucky that I found it.
Yes,
Yeah,
we have to
I'm glad.
give John the credit for finding it, and we have to say that even John enjoyed Wicked.
Yes.
I didn't think he would.
He would have. I thought he was going to fall asleep.
No.
Nope, he didn't. He actually said he had a great time.
I wasn't in grumpy cat mode. So.
Oh, that's just it.
And we saw it the morning after Fetish and Fantasy, so you'd think we'd all been a little bit grumpy and everything, but we weren't.
No, it was really good after a late night, the night before. Just being able to sit and being entertained.
Then after that, we went out to dinner with about 25 other people to Lowry's Steakhouse. Victoria, how was your dinner?
OMG. It's probably the best steak I've ever had, possibly in my life. That was so good.
Prime rib.
It was amazing.
Did you eat it all?
I did.
And then some.
And some.
And then
Because they
some.
were feeding me because I was starving. Because they started on the other side of the table. We literally thought that, they were going around that way. And, 30 people later, that was me and Mr. Bill. And I thought we would never eat. So they started feeding me. So I had other people's steak as well as mine.
And she started off with having the California 6-ounce cut and changed that to the Lowry 10-ounce cut. And then when the first one came, they gave her the wrong mashed potatoes and gravy. And so after she'd had, ate half of it.
No!
Maybe just
That's
a couple
not true. I
bites.
just had a bite.
And they took that one off and brought a bigger piece back.
That was yummy.
It was yummy. But I didn't
I had
knock
too
me out
much.
last night.
Yeah.
Everybody was almost comatose there.
I didn't come out of my coma. I had to go to bed.
So we went to go see what band?
Phoenix.
That
didn't really work out.
No, they.
But you saw Phoenix a little bit on Wednesday night when he first got here and heard him play a couple songs.
Yeah, they sounded good. That's why we wanted to go back and see them last night.
We were supposed to go see him on Saturday
Somebody
night,
called in sick.
but one of the band members got sick and so they couldn't play, so they had a stand-in band.
And they weren't bad.
They weren't bad. They just weren't Phoenix.
No. The keyboardist looked like one of the guys that I had flogged, and I kept looking at him. I kid you not, you guys. And then he was the one that came back a second time and was asking if that we do couples because he wants us to teach his wife to dom him.
Oh,
He's
wow.
like, I don't want to be topping from the bottom. I go, oh, you got the terminology down. Have you been in the scene? He goes, well, she doesn't know that.
I kept thinking the girl singer should take that dress off so we could flog her.
Mm-hmm.
She was a hottie.
She had a sexy body. with all of us, she wouldn't have survived.
No, she wouldn't have. She'd have been a blubbering puddle this morning too.
Yep.
Hey, don't look at me.
No, you just fuck them dumb, honey. You don't even leave the puddle. Oh, and you know, the first time, we'll go back to the Thursday night when you were there fucking, and I'm sitting there and I'm with a couple. There was the viewing room into the room where you were fucking Sydney, and I didn't know that was her. And I sat there and I asked one of the girls, I go, who's John with? And she goes, you don't know who your husband's fucking? And I'm like looking around, I go, no. She goes, does this happen often? I go, yes. I depend on the crowd to tell me at least who's that girl below him, because I need to return her. I don't know where to take her after he's done with her. And then she's like, oh, it's Sydney. I'm like, oh, that poor girl. I walked away when I saw John go into his signature jackhammer move. I'm like, that's it. Story's over.
Sydney's not dumb.
But that's what they say, fuck the brains out.
Yes!
That's the one. There we go.
Bob, your sweetie came into town.
Yes.
What did she think of everything?
She had a blast.
Good.
She'd been planning her costume for a couple of years.
Looked really good.
They look really good.
Yeah. So
you know, if we ever lose you and we take off with your sweetie, would that be okay? She looked delicious.
Yeah.
She has such a sexy body.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah, well, how could you not?
All right. I think that's about it.
Yeah. So it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
One more year down.
Yay!
Bring on next year.
Yay!
For those of you that are listening to this, plan your fetish and fantasy trip to Las Vegas next year over Halloween. I think Halloween's on a Saturday night next year.
Yes, it is.
Oh my God, that'll be crazy.
Plan to join us for Halloween. We're going to do a Bliss Bringers. We should just do a Bliss Bringers party.
Hey.
Yeah.
And if you come to Fetish and Fantasy and you want to get one of the Bliss Bringers to flog you, just get in line.
And you get a free Bliss Bringer stamp on your ass after your
It says you've been spanked by the Bliss Bringers.
Yes.
I like it.
That was pretty cool.
Or Zap by Mr. Bill. Woo! The violet wand out.
Alrighty, I think that's it.
All right, guys.
Until next time.
What's your pleasure?
All names mentioned in this show are either fictional, taken from public record, or held by people who have given their explicit consent to be mentioned.
I'm becoming furniture.
Hi, I'm Daniel Stern. I'm the author of Swingland, Between the Sheets of the Secretive, Sometimes Messy, but Always Adventurous Swinging Lifestyle. Out right now in hardback and ebook, available at all bookstores and at blissbringers.com/swingland.